Welcome back to the Rip Curl WSL Finals. We've got one of the heats of the year, one of the heats of the decade, hitting the lineup here at Lower Trestles. Title match, Heat 1 of 3. Carissa Moore versus Tatiana Weston-Webb. Goofy versus regular, Hawaii versus Brazil. Surf fans, get ready to lose your minds. This is going to be amazing. Rosie?
Whew, it's going to be hard to beat, the momentum that Tati would be feeling.
Well, you came through at the perfect time. I'm going to pick Tatiana Weston-Webb because watch out, her backhand is activating. Tatiana, 2 turns already. This wave slightly running away from her. She gets to this inside section. Could have something nice to work with. Just finishes safely but correctly. Completed ride straight off the buzzer for Tatiana Weston-Webb.
Yeah, she looked steady on her board, just taking her time, just pacing those maneuvers, wanting to start strong. Coming off her match with Sally Fitzgibbons, she took a while to warm up. I think she's not going to let that same thing happen to her.
On her backhand, she has so much firepower, and this is exactly what we saw in the previous heat. Started off with kind of a mid score, and then backed it up with an absolute hammer.
That first turn was really, really strong, and as this tide fills in, you're going to see that patience necessary in the bottom turns. You can't be over aggressive of just getting her feet in as the local hammer steps up to play.
The crowd starts to go wild as Carissa Moore flies 150 miles an hour down the line, straight up into the lip with a huge snap to start this wave. Beautiful, golden, glistening right-hander at lowers, and just as things started to get interesting. 35 minutes on the clock. Now, Tatiana Weston-Webb just surfed previously. She's got all the energy in the world, all the adrenaline running through her veins. How about this wave for Carissa Moore to start?
Well, you think about it, she's coming in cold, Chris. The whole day she's been waiting, watching, seeing which competitor she's going to face off against. This is the first time Carissa is hitting the lineup in a match setup. So you got to think about the pressure. It's built up throughout the day, the expectations. This is a bigger wave too. Finds the line on that first rail, beautiful maneuver, and then just tries to ditch the fins. It doesn't recover there.
Talk about all of them. Also, I live here.
Yeah.
And watch, and I'm hungry, and I haven't gotten a world title yet.
Speaking of world titles, Carissa Moore has a handful of them, but she wants another. Opening snap, looking good so far. This wave growing down the line. So does Carissa's speed. Beautiful technique through that third turn. Nothing super explosive there, but that right there is just setting the table. Here you go. The plates are out. The napkins are set. Now it's time to eat. So Carissa Moore will put a score on the board with a 5-5 and a 1-5. Carissa Moore still waiting for this second score to drop. It was a nice wave. It was a good way to start her heat with room to grow.
Definitely. There's just room. There's so much room for Carissa here. I love the rail work that she's able to do, and just comboing up those 3 maneuvers. Okay, feet in the wax. Let's go. Build that confidence. Build the heat score total.
26 minutes on the clock. Tatiana Weston-Webb just up and out real quick. Waiting for scores to drop. So we're at the most high-performance wave on the planet. And here's one of the most high-performance surfers on the planet, Tatiana Weston-Webb, setting things up, waiting for this wave to pulse in front of her. It does. Puts the pedal to the metal. Full throttle surfing on her backhand. Can she get around this big section? She cannot. Goes down in the whitewater. So Tatiana Weston-Webb, third wave ridden, will be a non-factor. If she makes her way back out into the lineup, this was a wave first ridden on logs. And since then, it went through every iteration, single fin, twin fin, to now where you're basically going to ride your most high-performance board, as we see Carissa Moore absolutely flying down the line. Quick snap there. This wave racing through this cobblestone inside section, growing down the line as it goes. Carissa setting things up nicely for a potential big finish. Big snap there, slides the fins, regains control. Straight back into it. Carissa Moore with a solid finish. Showing her consistency and her ability to adapt and react. She started with a 3, increased with a 5.73. Now you see she's starting to apply the pressure. That's going to most likely improve on that 5.73.
Because she got this one kind of mid-range, and just, on that great section of the cobblestone reef where it starts to draw, the water draws off nicely, and it gives you a bit more section to work with. So you do some deep cuts in the face of this wave. There was a part of this wave, though, Sal, where I was almost like, oh, she's going to lose it. And I think it was this turn here.
She's been doing her crunches. She held that thing together. I really love that third turn. And that surfboard that she's riding, that driver, it's a simple performer. Like, perfect rocker for out here. You can see how sure-footed she is and confident coming out of those bottom turns. And that sets up that nice wraparound right there.
Mid-lengths, but today it is all about this.
Spice.
The most high-performance surfboards you could ride. Tatiana Weston-Webb pushing her sharp eye to the limits, going vertical. Can she hang on? She does. The fist pump, well-deserved for Tatiana Weston-Webb. Riding out of that crucial and critical inside section has become so important and so tricky. We've already seen big scores achieved really by showing the judges you're in control at the end of your wave.
Like you said, spice, Sal. That's what she brought to this wave.
Yeah. Real seasoning. Nice right there on the button. This nice little setup. And then I think it's this turn here. Shebang.
Yeah, that right there, that's her money turn. That's what's gotten her to this point. A big, beautiful backside whip. And I like the work she did on the outside. That turn right there was perfectly placed.
That first maneuver, you think about grabbing the judge's attention and really doing it with that first maneuver and closing out like that. And that, Houdini through the whitewash.
The judges,
they love it.
16:30 to go. Carissa Moore coming through with that 8.33. That's enough to get her in the lead. But Tatiana Weston-Webb has answered back a 7.33. And now we're back on the Carissa train. Speeding down the line. Plenty of room to work as she cranks it off the bottom. Nice slashing turn to start this wave. Look at the diamonds coming off the face of the wave, and that right there is a rarity.
Sorry.
You will not see that often. Carissa Moore with a crucial mistake on a beautiful wave.
Folks at home, I got caught up.
This is a chunky wave with a lot of power, a lot of water moving.
So great that the call was made for today and not yesterday. I mean, look at these winds. First turn, so good.
I just love that she made us wait. Come on, everybody was on the edge of their seats.
It's interesting though, because we've watched so much free surfing of Carissa, and that has not happened, not once. And now in a heat situation, is that a little bit of the pressure creeping in potentially?
Yeah, I mean, that's a trademark Carissa hammer right there.
Bread and butter.
And got to be feeling it. Like we also like. This is a historical day. We've never been in this type of format, and the crowd needs to know you. I mean, Stephanie Gilmore yesterday was like, it was hard for me to get waves. Carissa didn't have that problem, so she's been able to get a better rhythm with these conditions all week as a result of the hometown love.
Well, Carissa Moore is linked into what started off as a beauty. It de-escalated pretty quickly, but she could be hunting for something special here on the inside. She's got the firepower, goes to the layback snap. Cannot come up with it, so with 11 minutes and 32 seconds to go, we've got Carissa Moore currently in the lead over Tatiana Weston-Webb. This has been a great heat so far, I'm telling you.
Yeah, as we see this replay of the incredible rail work and timing of Carissa. And I said before, hometown love, obviously Carissa's not from here, but the amount of time that she has put in anticipation of this event. She was the first person here after Mexico, and she's been surfing here the most and consistently building relationship for today, and it's showing.
Well, she has a relationship with this place. I mean, her junior career, 11 NSSA national titles won at this break. She would definitely be feeling at home at Lower Trestle. So, it's an old T-shirt that she's putting on at the moment.
Tatiana Weston-Webb setting things up nicely on her opening fade. Just waiting for a critical section to arise so she can do damage. There we go. Just a slicing carve there. Goes for the big float finish. Rides out clean. Crowd goes wild. Fists are pumped. Let's do this. Tatiana Weston-Webb is back in the chat.
I'm going to put myself out there. I think, with that exchange, Tati just took the lead from Carissa. I'm, like I said, waiting on scores. I'm not a judge, but my first initial reaction to that is that she did it.
Stunner of a wave. Salema, look at this. Just telegraphing start. Patience, key.
Yeah, I mean, I like the patience. Obviously, great redirects, but like you said at the outset of the wave, she was waiting for the section to stand up. that one there. And then right here, this decision to be like, you know what? I'm here. Might as well get up there and see if I can't get my título double tap float life on.
I like that. You know, floaters, underrated for how critical they can be.
Yeah.
They can see the bottom of your board, some fins and everything in between. They're going to love it.
That thing going out to sea. I mean, Brad Gerlach with his wave key, he's been doing entire live sessions just dedicated to the strength and the power of properly executed floaters and the different types.
You know, that's why we haven't gone to Rich as much as we'd like to, but mistake-free surfing from so many surfers as well as our judges, they have been spot on throughout the day. No interferences yet, no strange paddle battles or confusion out there. She's able to hold off the champ, Carissa Moore, as she goes into her backhand, winds up, Cobra-esque strike. Another big turn right up in the critical section. Tatiana Weston-Webb finishes. Carissa Moore's out the back with no waves available. Wow, a shocker at lower trestles.
The paddle battle sails. That was not an easy wave to ride. It had a bunch of white water in the face. She was patient, and she did not surf it safely. She surfed it with the mindset of like, there might still be something out there out back for Carissa, and I'm going to go ham town on this thing.
Tatiana didn't make mistakes. She finished all her waves. Her major maneuvers, she was able to combo them up. She outsurfed Carissa Moore in this first match.